So I'm not going to show too much of these dumpsters. I'll just show you quick what I'm seeing inside of them. So got that panel, this I'm not sure if I'm going to take or not, but probably will. Throw that up top. And this is just a good staple dumpster for me for shred material. So but it gets kind of repetitive on the videos, so I'm not going to show that. Yeah, we've got good panels here, that I'll take those. Let's see if there's wire inside this one. Doubtful, but yeah, I don't really see any wire inside there. And there isn't, but see a little bit of metal there. And then there's probably some goodies in here. I definitely see some metal, maybe some copper. Over here I'll take a look, and if I find anything I'll show you, but I'm not gonna film everything. I don't really see too much in this one, but probably gonna have to dig. I've got a good panel there, so yeah, I'll take that out and dig through here, see what I can find. But it's pretty much the same stuff all the time. It's HVAC dumpsters, but like I said, it gets a little monotonous, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff out. Check this one over here quick. And haven't really found anything in this one. I always check it just in case, but usually just your typical office stuff. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, same goes for today. So, all right, I'll get to work on this stuff and then move on. Too much, just a few things of steel, and I did find a motor, so that's kind of nice, and the rest of that is steel. Just a little bit of copper this time, but not too much. All right, snack dumpster. What are these? Sour Tower Taffy apple fill. You know what? We will take them. Those. Is some kind of seasoning, and then a ton of popcorn, which I don't need. Let's smell it. Pretzels, cinnamon and sugar. Warm, serve, and enjoy. You know what? They're still in the wrapper. I want to take a few of them just because. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll try them out. And else. Got all the popcorn. Yeah, nothing over here except for tons of more popcorn. This bag's not too bad. I think I might take it for the animals. And when I say that, I mean like the rabbits love to eat this stuff, and chipmunks. So we'll grab it. And then we'll grab all of this. It's closed. All right, so I see a dumpster way over there that looks like it has a bunch of metal in it. I am really exposed over there. Oh man, look at them all. They've got all the rods attached to them. Yikes. Those are long too. Huh. Those make it a huge pain. And I gotta make sure I don't damage this vehicle on this side. Look at that, man. I just don't know. These make it so much harder. Man, should have left it closer to the edge. Want it hitting the truck. Down that way. Man. Get those two. That thing, I think, can go inside the Jeep. Yeah, there's somebody down there, I don't know what they're doing. So that's one. Let's load up these. And see what kind of position we're in. Okay. Managed to get those on the roof. Now, let's see, I don't want to take, I'm gonna take these. I want to try to take the ones have ballast. I think that's what's making these so heavy, so that's what I'm gonna shoot for. Yeah, that one's got, I don't know if I'm gonna twist this one out or not. Man, the footing and trying to get around these rods is not all that much fun. Yeah, so I'm exposed from this side too, because security ride's down there. I've never been caught by these guys, but I just have a feeling. I know a couple of companies that are here, and I just don't think that they're giving the green light to people picking through their trash. So that's why I'm concerned about it, and I've never hung around here that long. So once I decide to go, I am definitely just putting a couple of straps around this, and then I'll finish tying it down elsewhere. I could get one of these if I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I could make it work, but I might just try to come back tomorrow around the same time since I've made it this far. Yeah, this stuff. What I should do is try cutting at least some of the wire off of this. Yeah, it's just this is good stripping wire. Yeah, this stuff I want, but ground wire is holding it. Alright. Got that at least. There's just no way to be quiet. All right, I think that's it. A lot of these are just singles. That does not have a ballast in it. These don't have ballast, though. It doesn't. Actually, these don't. Looking down in there, they don't have ballast. So it's just wire. But I got a few. That's kind of a bummer that they don't have belts in them. This one does feel lighter than the others, so maybe that first one does, but I don't know. Strap these down in a couple of places and tie it down somewhere else. Okay, those are really nice 2x4s. So when I get my truck back in a week, now I was just told, I was just on the phone with the guy, my buddy, and he says a week. So I'm gonna start taking stuff like that because I need to make something at home, and this is perfect free wood, but with all that stuff up there, there's just no way I'm grabbing it. That though is a, it looks like a clock case from my grandfather's clock or something. Oh, that's super light. And it's not magnetic, but it's really light. Oh man. It's not old or anything. I don't know. Man. Come on, you try to sell something like that? I mean, it's damaged up here. Yeah, that's broken. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's super cheap. People are gonna freak, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff off, and I seriously doubt anybody's gonna want to take this thing. And I'm not chancing it. I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the metal. And I don't know if I just, yeah, pop that out. I'll take all that too. And man, I'll get my drill out. That's a nice little cast piece. I'll get my drill out and dig that too. Sorry if that annoyed anybody, but I can't save everything. Some of the banding. It's not got food all over it. So I'll just stick that there for now. Okay. There's more down here. Here's a nice, I mean, for project pieces, these are some nice pieces of wood. Alright, yeah. Nice. I love this stuff because it's compact, heavy, easy to transport. Better than like this little stuff here, but I am going to grab a container actually and throw all that in a container. Let's see if there's anything else. More springs. Yeah, these are, I like this kind of stuff. Oh man, I think somebody did a truck clean out is what this looks like. That's aluminum. Yeah, I need a box before I dig too much further. So I'll come back for that. And there's another. Nice. All right, I got more digging to do in there. Let's see what else we got. Doesn't look like too much. Actually, we can use that. Nope. Yeah, I don't see any other metal. There's a long piece down there. And I do see the long rod there. Yeah. And another one. That's it. Just more banding. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, there's a piece. Oh, that's completely jammed. I'm not just gonna rip all that out for that one small piece. So, back over here. All this nastiness. This was definitely a truck clean out. So yeah, the guy that's doing the work on the cast part, he got delayed because they found something they weren't expecting when they were working on the spindle, so they had to order something else, and now they've got it, and it looks like that should be done in the next day or two. And then my buddy said if that's the case, then over the next couple of days after that and the weekend, he should have the truck drivable again. So hopefully this time next week I will have my truck. Let's see. I was up north for a while, for a few days visiting family, and man, was it nice and cool in the 70s. I think the hottest day in Pennsylvania while I was there was like 80, 84, low humidity. Oh, it was amazing. And right now it's about high 80s, 300% humidity. It's bad when the weather, when you look on the weather and it just says the number, and then it says in parentheses, very high. But it is what it is. Yeah, I know that there's more in here. It's just so much crap. It's all intertangled, and to be honest, it doesn't smell that good. So for that reason, kind of done digging in there. I don't mind having my butt kicked by moving a bunch of stuff, but I'm throwing it in the ooze. That's not good. That's what stinks. It's coming out of here and down to there. I know dumpsters are smelly and dirty, but one of the reasons I only do industrial dumpsters is so that I keep that to a limit. So that's pretty much it in here. I got to go back in for that one piece, clean all this up, strap that down better, and then I'm out of here. And I got a car watching me again. In this one, it looks like there's some interesting stuff. Piece of copper right there. Get the light on. Yeah, I see some wire down there. Those tanks usually aren't punctured in the right place to take them. No, this one is. See that puncture hole? So I can take that. I'll take it out of the box too. And looks like we've got a few of them to look at. And might need a box here. Let's take out that one. Yeah, that one's punctured. Not in the right place, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it anyway. Got that. Can hear it rolling. Let's see what's in here. How far is that? I think it just went over there. Right, it's a child-proof box, which means you can't get in it. No, this way. And it is a cast aluminum, I think. So, this one, no puncture hole at all. So I'm not taking that. That is wire. That is, I think, just tube. There's not really anything in there. Take that. No wire. Office trash. Got a magnet on the back of my finger, but it's not working out very well. Hitting stuff with it. And it's all like that. I'm not gonna get that in the piece. Or I wasn't going to, but oh, it's stripped anyway. Is this? Yes, that's good. Well, not as much in here as I thought there'd be. I took a look. So, got that. And in order to turn those in, I probably will, since I know they are definitely evacuated, I will go ahead and put the hole in the right place so that at least that's done. Okay, that's a lot of nastiness. I do see another aluminum housing here. So, All right, that's it for this one. Now I gotta go find that other tank. Don't forget my copper. Yeah, way over there, so I'll grab that. I'm not sure, I forget what was there, but it looks like whatever was there, they just recently, maybe it was that, cleaned out, so I'm wondering if they're cleaning up for a reason. I haven't found anything in here in a really long time, and I often film this one and then I cut it out of the footage because there's nothing, and here we go. So 16 channel hybrid DVR. It's in there, or something is anyway. And then here's another one. This is the first time in a long time I've found anything in here. I used to find stuff all the time. ADT cameras and other goodies. There's a W-Box security camera. W-Box isn't popular, and I've sold a few things. I've sold a few things of theirs, but you know, on eBay they're just, it's not that plentiful, so I'm not sure if it's just something that this company deals with or what. Let's see if there's anything worth digging through. It doesn't look like it. It's all wood. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Nah, it was just that. Yeah, looks like that might be it. I don't think I'm gonna find much else, so it's not too bad since I normally don't find anything in here. I'll take it. Another one I've been striking out. It was about 2 weeks ago, I think, that found like a fan motor in here or something, but yeah, just cold pack stuff. Oh, there we go. You probably saw that before I did. You guys see a lot more on the camera than I do, especially when I'm zeroed in on something like a closed box that might be promising. So, a couple of them. You know, these here, this was definitely dumped here because this is not what this building is. For medical stuff like this, but that looks like a oxygen tank holder. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea if I put my light on, huh? There we go. And there's another one and another one. So this is supposed to be a cardboard only dumpster for this business, but I check it because people dump other stuff in it. So I will try to sell these at the flea market maybe if I ever get there, or put them on Marketplace. I mean, they look to be in good condition, and it's not, I've sold walkers and stuff like that on it, but yeah, not too bad. Yeah, a couple of dollars. Better than going into scrap for something like that. Take this off. I don't need the rope. I've got a ton of rope. Looks like an old Folgers can there. Yeah, this is all. Wet, but digital Porta Studio. Still in the box. I doubt it's any good, but I can scrap out the board. And I've seen this before. There's a ton of bricks in here. If I needed bricks, I'd grab them. I know I could resell them, but yeah, it's just not happening. There's a water heater blanket. Other than the outside. Huh. Is that? Oh, it looks used, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks dirty. I'm not taking it. I see this. And is that supposed to be a mask? That is... I don't know what that is. Is there anything else back there? Paintbrush, screwdriver. I wonder if there's other things back there then. Let's take a quick gander. Broken tools. That's got metal on it. Might be able to clean those up. Yeah, there's... That's a steady. So I can get underneath here. Yeah, it does. The magnet comes in handy. I need to figure out another place to put it. That. I could probably use that. Let's see. I'll take it. Maybe dollar item or something, I don't know. I don't know how much you guys can actually see. Nothing there really. I can get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I think that's it. A couple maybe other little pieces down there, but so much glass. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Alright. So, a little bit of stuff. Let's see if there's anything over here while I've got this up, but nope. And another one of these things. That is just... Does it go in your hair? Maybe? I don't know. I think that's metal on it, but I mean, it's a lot of rubber. Let's see. That is a pretty bad piece of plywood. If these would just rip off like that, I'll take them. Alright, got those. More of that. Somebody had a lot of frozen stuff shipped to them. that's all that stuff is. Huh. Actually, my girlfriend's doing a really nice job on the yard with all the stuff that we've done, or she's done. But she might like those. If not, I will sell those. Those are in actually really good shape. Even if it's, oh, look at that big one down there. Oh man, cover up that. I don't want to. Oh, there's so many bugs. Oh, that is dog crap inside that one. Yeah, not gonna happen. Maybe if I can dump out that smaller one. Oh, it's so nasty. Sucker's heavy. I can't get a grip on it. I can't step down there because it is just full of nastiness. I don't know what that is, but I do know I don't want it. I don't know, maybe it was just dirt. Let's take a closer look. Oh, it was just dirt. All right, smell test. Oh, whatever it is, it stinks. Didn't smell like dog crap, but I'm not dealing with that. Almost as bad, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't dog crap. It's pretty sweet. I like it. I think this is empty. Yeah, it is. All right. That is all food. Yeah, see, I like industrial dumpsters because they're not supposed to have that kind of nastiness in them other than office trash, but sometimes it gets worse than I like. But got a few things. I'll go ahead and put all this in the Jeep and head out. This dumpster, I don't really expect anything in here. Looks like some clothing. There's a rod. Grab that quick. Yeah, looks like a bunch of clothing was dumped in here in a mattress, but I'll take that, and I think that's gonna be about it. Oh, nope. That's plastic, that's plastic. This is metal. Oh man. Take that with me. Take that. That is vinyl. I'm not gonna take that just for all that. I think people are still inside, so oh, was that sitting in that? Yeah, it was. That, oh man. Now, I mean, if I could just throw it into something, I'd take it, but I'm not chancing it. Is that plastic or? Those are plastic. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, is there something that's not tainted? wrap that in. It smells like barbecue sauce. All right. We'll do that. All right. The rest of that'll stay. That piece isn't too bad. Grab that too. I don't know if that's... I think that's metal. All right, that's it. Okay, the next day ended after that dumpster with all the barbecue sauce, and this is what I have. So let me go through it real quick. Start here. Oh, I've got my flag up there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but probably put it in the shop or something. It's in really good condition. Don't like to see those in the dumpster, so I usually pull them out if I see them. There was one video where I didn't see one and people let me know, but you guys see a lot more than I do, so sorry about that. But if I do see them, I will pull them out. Real quick, the food. So these here are pretzels that are sweet with cinnamon and sugar. So I actually went ahead and tried one. They are actually really good. The first bite's a little weird because you expect just to be, you know, you bite a pretzel like this, you expect it to taste like a soft pretzel, which it has an undertone to that, but it's mostly just, you've got a sweetness then above that. And you put these in the microwave for 15-20 seconds, and man, that was good. I am gonna nosh on these for sure. So these are staying with me. They don't expire until November of this year, and I did look and there's no recall on this stuff. I think the reason that maybe this was thrown in the dumpster well before expiration could be that the box popped open and they can't deliver boxes that are open. That happens all the time, that kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of people out there that have commented, don't eat that kind of food, you don't know why it's in there. And you know what, you're right to be concerned, but you have no idea the kind of crap that I eat all my life. I'm the type of person that will eat food in the refrigerator, leftovers that are way, way beyond what most normal people would consider to be safe. And I have had food poisoning. I've had Montezuma's Revenge twice in Mexico, or from Mexico. So I know what it's like to be deathly ill, but I do it anyway. I don't like to see food get wasted. And I don't know, it's good, it tastes good, and it's within expiration, no recall on it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna hammer those. So this here is a disappointment. I was really hoping to eat these as well, and I still could. I mean, it's all sugar, but these expired in 2014. So 7 years ago. There's a guy on YouTube, Steve 1989, I think it is. Some of you might know him, very popular MRE reviewer. He eats MREs and stuff in MREs from the early 1900s, and I know he's gotten sick a couple of times from it, but that stuff's usually pasteurized and in containers that are made to last. This stuff's just sitting in a cheap cellophane, so it's probably okay to eat it. I don't know if it's going to taste good. I'm not going to even try those. Those are just going to go in the trash. I did open up and look at one, and I don't know if it's because of the heat or whatever, but they just don't look too appetizing. I'm sure they don't when they're new either, but I actually like this kind of stuff. But anyway, too bad about that. You're just gonna pass on those. Popcorn, I decided to grab more of this because I do feed the chipmunks and the bunnies love it. This is unsalted, very clean popcorn. So for that reason, I don't mind putting it out. If it was salted or flavored or anything like that, I wouldn't do that. But chipmunks are planting this stuff and it's starting to grow all over the yard. But cats like watching the bunnies eat it outside the window. So more of that. These lights here. So I did only grab enough to make a nice pile up on top of the Jeep. And the first one that I pulled out was really heavy. I was kind of excited that maybe there was some big ballast in there, but all of them only had, I said there was no ballast in because when I looked down the open end, I didn't see anything. It was just because it's that tiny ballast in there. So I do have some wire, I do have some ballast, and then also this entire part of the housing is aluminum. So I'm gonna have to be careful how I take that to the small scales, because if I take it in this size, they're gonna make me go over the large scale, and then you can lose 20 pounds going over that scale twice. And to go through all the effort to separate all this and then lose 20 pounds of aluminum, that's kind of ridiculous. On the flip side, you could gain 20 pounds, but my experience, I always end up on the lower end. This part is all steel, so I will go ahead and separate all these. And the first one I took out, I did say it felt really heavy, and it does, and it's that one. That also has a small ballast in it, but the ballast just might be a different type and heavier, and there is a lot of number one all jumbled inside of here, way more wire inside than that there. And then it also does have the number one wire hanging out of the bottom. So out of all of them, that one, for whatever reason, it still doesn't make sense to me why that one would be that much heavier, even with that much number one in it, but it is. So I'm going to take all those apart, separate all of it out. This kind of stuff, that's borderline of what I would strip, but I'm not sure if I'm going to strip that or not. I might just turn that as number one wire. But all the stuff over here that looks like this thicker stuff that would then go to the outlets, that stuff I will strip. So I'm going to take all that out, and some of that is solid core, and then this stuff here is Bear Brite, but that'll all get taken out and separated. I'll turn that in for the cleaned items that they're going to end up being, for the most part, minus the wire. I know the clock, I just wasn't going to try to save it. So I'm pretty sure these parts are aluminum. I haven't tried them, but they're just so light, I can't imagine that they're anything but aluminum, but they are non-magnetic. I'll turn that in. As for this thing, so I don't think I've mentioned it, but I've actually got an antique shop that I've been selling stuff. It's mostly to get rid of a bunch of things, and my aunt and uncle gave me a bunch of stuff, my mom, and I've been wanting to try my hand at an antique shop. Not the best location, the one that I'm in, but it was the only one available. So what I will do, what I'm getting at, is what I'll do is I'm going to take all these gears off, and then I'll just wrap a string around them, and I'll sell them, for a few dollars. People like that kind of stuff as decoration. Same thing with that clock spring. I've already got a bunch of clock springs all tied up all together, and people like that kind of stuff to decorate with. So I think this plate and this plate are aluminum, or I'm sorry, steel. This is steel, and then the rest of this might be brass. But like I said, I'm gonna sell all those gears because they're kind of neat, and somebody might enjoy them. It's just better throwing them in shred. Not going to be worth much as shred. Actually, this thing's running. Look at that. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going to happen with that. Now it's there was a bell attached to it. You'd hear it. And then a little bit of aluminum extrusion. Then here are these tanks. So I know some people, their yards will not take these tanks unless they're cut in half or flattened. My yard will take them as long as these holes are punctured. Now, how they tell that when they're moving these things and grabbing them with that huge claw, I have no idea. But if anybody sees me throwing these into the pile, I can always then pull them and say, okay, it's punctured in the right place. You can see that they've been evacuated by these holes, but I'm going to go ahead and puncture those areas anyway. This stuff here is all shred. I know I blew through the HVAC dumpsters. That just gets kind of monotonous, and it's kind of boring. I mean, I find the same stuff over and over again, so I'm trying not to just keep showing that in every video. But this is all the stuff that I found, and then I went back to the garage door dumpster that's near there and found all of this wire. So I always find that kind of stuff also kind of monotonous. I just open up those boxes. I always find the same thing. It's nothing good, not a whole lot of illegal dumping there. So for that reason, I'll just show that every now and then. And then I also found these aluminum housings, which I'll separate. And then this here is brass, and probably this in here as well. That might be aluminum. And these here are aluminum casts. So, and they might be zinc, but it all's the same at my yard. Only a couple of pieces of copper this time, not too much. And then I did find that motor, so I'll cut those cords off and turn the motor in as is. And then those are those springs from that one garage door dumpster that I do show on occasion, because there's a little bit more interesting stuff in there. And then a pot that I found, and also a fan in a dumpster that I didn't film. Bet you the fan works, but I'm not going to even try it. It's been damaged. Those things tend to last forever. I've got one running in my shop for about 8 years now, non-stop, just to deal with the humidity and keep my tools from rusting. And air movement really helps with that. And I've got a cheap one like that that's been running forever. Here is the motor that I found covered in barbecue sauce in the last dumpster. So I'll go ahead and extract that. If there's any other metal, I'll take that out as well. And then you've got the oxygen or whatever else type canister movers. So I'm going to sell these at the flea market whenever I get there. Man, that stuff is really piling up in my storage unit. I just haven't got there yet for various reasons. There's a little bit of rust on a couple of them just because they are magnetic, they're steel, but they're in very good condition. And I mean, they're not, you shouldn't be using those to, you know, lean on or push up against. So I'm not too worried about the safety aspect of them, but they are solid units. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip those for a few bucks. I don't think I'm gonna put them on Facebook. I don't know, I'll take a look, we'll see. This stuff here, this was still new in the box, but as you can see, it's been completely rained on. It's probably, ooh, look at that, it's kind of neat. Yeah, you can see all the water there. So I'm just gonna take this thing apart, take the green board out of it. I don't know if that's plastic or kind of sounds like plastic, could be thin aluminum. But, you know, I'll scrap that out for what it is. I'm not even going to bother trying to sell it just because, yeah, if water got into all these, and you can see all the water sitting here, I'm just not going to chance it. These I found in a dumpster that I don't normally show you because it's never producing. This was inside of this one. The cover's been messed with, and the green board's still in there, so I'll extract that and then see if that's aluminum or steel. More than likely it's steel. And then this one here, this NVR unit, some other kind of telecom unit or of some sort. 8-channel PoE NVR. So that I will also scrap out. These W-Box cameras, I've got a couple of these now. I might just put them together as a lot, as parts only, and then sell those on eBay. This was in this box, and it looks complete. I'll look at the parts list inside here, see if it is, but usually they take something out of this or switch something out, and that's why it ends up as a return. I don't even think I'd try to sell it at a flea market. It's a very specific item to want to purchase. So for that reason, it would actually be kind of nice if I took the switch off. If all that worked, I might be able to use that switch for something else. I'm not very electrical capable, but if something's already wired as it should be, then I can use it as is, and I've got enough knowledge to make use out of something that's already like that, but I couldn't put it together myself without watching a video. Here is a Survivor dry box. So I pulled this out of the one open top that had these coffee cans and tools and stuff in it, and inside was this nice set of pliers, and it's got the spring on it to have them open up, so that's nice. And then this here is just a stretchy thing that I can hook onto my belt and maybe actually keep something handy when I'm scrapping. And then there were a couple of lures in there, so that I'll flip at the flea market. Another item that I'm just going to hold on to until I get there. These are called Yakstrax. So it's kind of joking when I said it was a mask, but I have seen masks like this for sale of people that kind of want to make fun of the whole cloth mask thing, but they're not. They're actually foot tracks, feet tracks, shoe tracks. And so what you do is you put your heel and your toe of your shoe, and then you stretch this around it, and it provides a surface that you can walk on ice or snow and not slip. I have seen these things advertised. I look them up. Brand new ones are like $10 on eBay, so these aren't worth it. I might take them to the flea market, sell them for like $1 or something, but these are actually metal. But yeah, you put it around your shoe, and then you can have more traction when you're walking around, and they're spikeless. This I took because it rattled. I had no idea what was in it, and it ended up being a Bass Pro Shop tackle box. So I'm gonna flip that at the flea market as well. Probably, you know, cheaper type lures, but whatever, it's a couple of dollars. Thought this might be a little heater. It ended up being a light, so I will just extract the light, cut off the cord, recycle that, and then here's some shred material, a couple of tools, nothing really worthy. The needle nose pliers, these are a little off center, but they would probably work for scrapping. So a wire brush will do amazing things to something like this, especially since it's nice and free, so it's not jammed up or anything like that. Just put some WD-40 on it, or some oil, probably oil. And then these pliers, since they're old looking and they actually are usable, I'll just flip those at the flea market too. And then this one's broken, I believe. Is it broken? No, it isn't. I thought it was. Nope, it's just a like a pipe wrench of some sort, because it's got the curve there. So that, again, you know, $1 at the flea market. And then just some other miscellaneous stuff. So that is everything. I need to get working on this. I've got a lot of micro scrapping to do. It's been building up for over a month now, and I've got weeks of micro scrapping to do. I might be going out tonight, not quite sure. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to point out. So I was putting some more of these cards into my Jeep, and I just wanted to point out, because I know a lot of you know what a QR code is, and this might be a dumb moment for some people, but others might not know this. But I don't know if you knew that you can generate your own QR code to direct people right to your YouTube site, whether to your channel, video links, or to your subscribe area or anything like that, or even if you have a website, you can direct people right to that website. So before I went on my trip last year, I decided to make some business cards, and that's what this one is. It's my other YouTube channel, but instead of putting an address on it or anything like that, I just did a QR code. And then this channel, Into the Unknown, the one you're watching now, was actually developed along with my travel channel. I just never used it, so now I'm using it for dumpster diving. But I already had the QR code, and I put that on the back side of it. So what I've also done is I took a picture of that QR code and I put it here on my window. I've got one on the other side. So one of these, if you hold up your camera, a lot of people already know about this, that goes right to, which channel is it? So that goes into my Simple Overlander channel, and then the one on the other side goes to my Into the Unknown channel. So all you have to do is go on the interwebs and check out Googlebox or any other search engine and type in create your free QR code, and it'll take you to a site that'll generate a QR code for you. So all you do is copy the site that you want to be directed to, plug that in the field that they tell you to, and then hit submit, and then it'll generate your own QR code. Save that as a PDF or some other kind of image. And for this, I just made this, you know, I put that as my background picture. I took my QR code and made that as another picture, and same thing with that one. And then for this, I just went to eBay for sites that will just generate a sticker for anything that you want. I took that image and had them generate that so I could put it right on the Jeep. So when I'm talking with people at the gas station or whatever and they're interested, I just say, yes, scan that, and it'll take you right to my site. They can subscribe, watch me, unsubscribe from me if they don't like it, whatever they want to do. But yeah, it's just something that I thought I'd point out to some of you, because I know a lot of people have business cards, but a lot of people don't realize, and I know this from talking with a lot of people while I'm doing this, they didn't know you could do something like that. So yeah, put your address there and maybe a QR code. It just makes it a lot easier, because people have to remember it otherwise and have to search for it. And I've already been told that Into the Unknown is kind of hard to find, because apparently Disney's also got a song into it, and that's way more popular than my channel. So anyway, just a little tidbit of information, semi-pro tip. Check it out, and like I said, just Googlebox and free QR code generator, and you can add it to your card, add it to a sticker, whatever it might be. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.